Hey football fans, I'm Matt. I'm joined by my friend Johnny, and we're here to keep you guys updated on everything NFL related, from scores to predictions. This is the Third and Long podcast on KCAT Radio. Welcome back into the Third and Long podcast. Great week of football. I'm very excited. Sun is shining on the football world. I'm as confused as ever. I honestly just have given up trying to assume I know anything about football. Johnny, you look good today. How you feeling?
I'm feeling the same as you, Matt. I'm extremely confused. Trades are coming in, trade deadline's coming up, and it's just a mess.
Also, happy Halloween.
Yeah.
We're filming this the day after Halloween, so happy November 1st.
How was your Halloween, Matt?
I had a great Halloween. I met Kyle Shanahan last night, which is cool.
That's really awesome.
It was really awesome. I enjoyed it a lot. Let's get into some Week 8 stuff. I liked these games, and I thought they were super underrated. Ryan, what's our first game really quick?
So we got first up Cardinals against the Vikings. Kyler Murray threw for a pretty big game. He had 326 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I would say overall it's pretty good.
He's always throwing big games, yet they somehow – that's a failed experiment.
I think that the Cardinals just played a messy game. I think that Call of Duty came out, and Kyler Murray's been playing a little too much.
I need to buy that.
I need to buy it.
Should we play together?
We should.
Yay. It's a date then.
Okay. Whoa.
Vikings 34. I'm happy with the Vikings. Look at them go. I'm very excited.
I don't like them.
Why? Because you're a Packers fan?
No, it's not the Vikings I don't like. It's Dalvin Cook that I don't like.
Okay, I traded him in my fantasy, so he's gone now. But why?
I just don't like him. I hate how people are always comparing Aaron Jones to Dalvin Cook, and I'm like, they're two completely different backs.
They're different backs, but they're still very good in their own right.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just don't like Dalvin Cook.
Fair enough. I'm not going to argue with that. Second game.
We had Niners-Rams.
Yeah, this is unexpected. No.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not. I take that back. Correction. I didn't expect it to be this different in scores.
I mean, yeah, but it's also the Rams who've been playing kind of horribly the last few weeks.
That's a good point.
So, and Cooper Kupp with an injury at the end of the game.
That's not a good sign. Is he coming back? I'm not sure.
I don't know what happened yet. Ryan, do you know what happened?
Yeah, so I think he has a high ankle sprain. So it seemed like they were fairly confident he'll be back on the field pretty quickly, though.
Okay, that's a good sign.
So
but
what?
Those are tedious.
That's like a week or two without him?
Maybe a week, maybe 2, but I feel like those can linger a lot.
Fantasy owners are not going to be happy.
Yeah, especially if you took him in the first round. Round.
He doesn't go past the first round.
Yeah, but I'm saying late first round, I feel like I'd be still unhappy, but
It's still your first round pick.
That's a very good point. I don't know what I'm saying.
No,
You need to cut me off more often, Johnny. Yeah, 31-14 is a big score. I didn't expect that.
But the Rams, you can't expect to win a game if you don't put up any points in the second half.
Yeah, we've had a few games like that this year, and I feel like a
Yeah.
lot of them just end up in losses. It's really hard to win a game if you just don't. I think one of them was from the Eagles.
I think the Packers are a good example of this.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me a third game, Ryan.
Let's go to Seahawks-Giants.
Yeah, I'm actually really confused. I've decided that for the next couple of weeks, we're not talking about Giants or the Jets because I just give up trying to assume if they're good or not.
No, the Seahawks are a legit team, dude.
Are they?
Geno Smith, I don't know. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I also like that people forget he's a veteran. He's an older veteran. He's been in the league for a while, and he has that experience, and that's super important.
He was like one of those Ryan Fitzpatrick guys. He'd float around the league for a bit, just kind of go from team to team. But the thing is, he didn't start. He was a backup most of the time.
Yeah, and now I think he's their starter for a while. Everyone thought they were going to draft a quarterback.
I know. I think that he's legit, and he's been very overlooked.
I agree. 27-13. Giants are as confusing as ever. I give up.
They're not
trying.
confusing.
I think this is a bad week for them, though. I don't think that.
Every team has their slumps.
This doesn't make them a bad team.
No.
This makes them a bad game.
A bad game for a questionable team.
It's a good way of putting it. My favorite game of the week.
You know what? I'm not too upset about this.
Ryan, what's the game?
It's Packers-Bills.
We all know it,
yeah.
But
Matt, you projected this game to go for the Packers to lose 2-49.
That was kind of a meme, but
yeah. Well, at the same time, it's like the Packers played better than both of us expected.
Yeah, but you guys still lost.
Yeah, we put together a really solid fourth quarter.
That's a good point. You did have a couple good drives. I think Aaron Rodgers is trying his best and just not. I don't even know if it's his fault anymore. I can't even say it's his fault.
Because he used to call his own plays, and I think now he's listening too much to the offensive coordinator and all that. I think that he needs to start doing his own thing, because when Rodgers does Rodgers, things work.
It's a good point. It's also helpful when Rodgers does Rodgers and you have one of the best wideouts in the game. If he's able to call his own play and say, all right, I see a safety that I don't think can keep up with Devontae, I'm going to throw that.
Hey,
It's back at second.
one of our practice squad receivers came up. There was a touchdown that they had. He was it was like a deep post.
I did see that. I feel like that. Okay.
But he
Sure.
audibled his own route. He did what he had to do to get open.
Yeah, no, I respect
And,
that.
and that's something that Devontae Adams would do.
That is true.
And
27-17.
Rodgers loved it.
27-17. Good score. Bills had a great first half.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Packers lost. Guess who's leading the NFC North right now?
Not your Lions.
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Now we're both sad.
You want to talk about either of your teams, Matt?
I really don't. That's why we're not talking about it today.
Yeah.
So you can go away.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What's our next game, Ryan?
Last game would be Patriots-Jets.
Yeah, this is.
I didn't like this one.
I didn't like it either, but I felt like we had to go over it.
I feel like both teams played a very sloppy game. I mean, there was
Sure.
so many turnovers. Ryan, do you know how many turnovers there were that game?
Yeah, I think it looks like Mac Jones had a fumble and an interception, as well as 3 interceptions from Zach Wilson. So, it's a lot
Sloppy
of turnovers.
Yeah, but if the Patriots had their backup in, they probably would have won by more.
Maybe.
I love him so much.
I liked the
I can't remember
Jets.
his
I
name
liked
right
the
now.
Jets opening drive. I thought it was good.
What's the backup's name? I can't remember.
Zappe.
Zappy. I think it's Zappy.
I think
it's
so, too.
I think it's Zappy. Yeah, no, I love that guy so much. I think in a couple of years he might be a starter or just be a league backup. But like,
He might be the next Geno Smith.
sure, maybe. Yeah, the Jets can't put up that much.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you're Zach Wilson, this is a good like game to go off of because you cannot throw 3 picks.
Yeah. Every quarterback has those games, though.
Yeah, sure. And I mean, I think Zach Wilson's trying to be like a gunslinger.
That's just not how he is.
It's
though.
not how he is,
It's
though.
not how he
I don't
is.
understand why he keeps trying to do it. He's throwing the ball deep. He threw 1 pick where it was genuine confusion as to what he was throwing to. I got like Sam Darnold vibes in the back of my head of like, I don't know what you were trying to do, but it didn't work.
They're too messy. They're too sloppy, and they're trying to make things happen. They're trying to force it.
Yeah.
And when you try to force greatness, it never ends well.
Put that on a t-shirt, please. I know you. I kind of hated that quote actually. Taking it back.
It's just like
It is true. I agree.
It's like how you can't like rush perfection, right?
Yeah, I think Zach Wilson's young too, so I think giving him a minute might benefit them better. I liked this week a lot. We learned a lot of good things too.
There was just a lot that happened.
That's also true. And with the trade deadline coming up, it's not the most ideal.
Yeah, I'm
but
not
it's fine.
happy with my NFC North.
Yeah, you guys kind of got shooken up a little bit. With that being said, I think it's time for you and me to go at each other's throats a little bit. I'm excited. What do we got, Ryan?
You
Give me a
guys
hot
ready?
take.
All right, first one is the Vikings are Super Bowl caliber and will be the kings of the NFC North for the next 5+ years.
No.
Yes.
5+ years.
Yeah. You know how long it takes to rebuild?
Shut
the
up.
Packers look like crap.
Yeah, cool. Jordan Love will come in
No, he
2
won't.
years, and we'll be mobbing.
No, he won't.
We will win.
No, he
we'll
won't.
do great. We'll draft.
He just won't.
We'll draft a receiver this year. There's
Okay,
talks,
sure, maybe.
There's talks of Packers going for trades, right? We might end up with somebody.
I
maybe.
think you guys won't, and I think the Vikings are good enough and young enough.
And they just got T.J. Hawkinson.
Yeah. You want to say that louder for the people in the back?
No.
Do you want to say it?
Quit pushing me, Matt.
Ryan, who did the Vikings just trade for?
So as of about a few hours ago, the Vikings got T.J. Hawkinson from the Lions, a rare interdivision trade that is not seen very often.
Switching up again, Matt?
I honestly just don't care anymore. Should I just hop on the Packers bandwagon and hate myself?
You're losing so much respect for me right now.
I know, and that's why I don't. That's why I love my Broncos. My Lions
You
are
love
my side team. I love the Broncos in that I will always be loyal to them. I don't love them in the fact that we're dumb. But that's a different story.
Matt, do you see me coming in and putting on another team's beanie, putting anything else on this table that's not Packers? You
might have to think about it.
You have baseball stuff on this set.
I love the Giants.
We're talking about football.
I'm sorry, it's a gnome. Do you want me to take it off?
I don't care anymore.
Exactly.
It's been there for how many weeks?
I don't know. Probably 7. It's staying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go away. Don't talk about my bobbleheads like this. Why are we doing this? Also, Vikings will be good for the next 5 years.
No.
They're young. They have a veteran quarterback.
They
who
will
knows what
not.
he's doing.
They will not dominate the division.
If
for the
their
next 5 years.
defense gets really good, as it can be,
if you're saying
it
if.
will be. They have draft picks.
You just said if. You
Okay.
can't say it will be if you're saying the word if.
Okay, then let me rephrase myself. When the Vikings defense gets to the elite level, it already
it
is
won't.
bordering.
It is not.
they have a above average defense.
Above average, but I would not put them anywhere that near that great title.
Sure, but it's really hard to have a great defense. You have to have really smart defensive minds with really athletic players. I think they have the capability to do that if they draft well, get some good trades. They're leading the NFC North for a long time.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Especially as Rodgers gets old.
Okay, but
Your defense is overrated.
You know what?
Who's going to beat them in the division? The Bears?
Jordan Love
No.
will do good.
You need to hop off that.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Who's going to lead the division?
For the next 2 years,
Yeah.
I would say maybe the Vikings for the next 2 years. I think that
Vikings
the Packers,
for next 4 minimum.
No, I think
Yeah.
that the Packers are having an off year. I'm really hoping
They're
we bounce
not.
back. Yes, they
It's a
are.
reflection of their character.
Matt, you're just wrong.
I'm not.
You're just wrong.
I'm not.
You're wrong.
Tell me why I'm wrong.
You're wrong because the Packers are not gonna sit here and let this happen. I know
Who's
that
the
it won't.
Packers? You don't represent the
I'm the
organization.
Packers.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. That's
Owned
not
by
how
the,
that works at
owned
all.
by the people, Matt.
Yeah.
Owned by the
And your
people.
people suck.
Yeah, they kind of do right now.
Exactly. See? And unless they start like selling or start trying to figure out a way to get more players to come to Green Bay,
No, we don't. Here's the thing. The only thing that's lacking is our receiving core.
and your defense is seemingly giving up a crap ton of points, can you tell me why?
I think that it's all scheming. I
No.
think that it's.
No.
I'm blaming it on the coordinators.
No.
I am.
You can only do so much for that. You think Matt LaFleur brought in dumb people? You have the same coordinators as last year.
Matt LaFleur did not bring them in.
Who did? The people?
The GM.
Okay, head coaches have to do with hiring too, bud. You know
Yeah,
that.
well,
I just
also
butted
like
you.
Matt
punched.
Okay, Matt LaFleur doesn't like call the shots in Green Bay.
He doesn't, but he has a large part of it. They're not going to put someone on the staff that didn't want to be there. You have the same staff as last year.
Okay, maybe he didn't like not want them to be there, but he definitely didn't like go out and advocate for these
Sure,
people.
but it's definitely not the scheme. You can't attribute their lack of success to the scheme. What's happening with your offense right now? Your receiving court? Well, Aaron Rodgers is supposed to be one of the best quarterbacks of all time. He should make it work.
Do you know why I don't think that we're winning right now?
Why?
I don't think we're winning because Aaron Rodgers is following the scheme.
So it's all the scheme's fault.
Yes.
I hate that.
That's what I'm blaming it
I
on.
hate you.
Cool. Matt?
Go away. Give me another hot take.
All right, our second and final one for today is: are the Seahawks playoff ready?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say so.
No, okay.
I think there might be
Playoff ready or playoff capable? If we're talking playoff ready, that means they're in a position where they could make a deep playoff run. If we're talking capable, that means they can get in.
I think they can get in. I don't think they're going to make a deep run.
I think they might win a wild card, but that's it.
I think that the Niners are going to dominate this division, and I don't think that the Seahawks are going to be able to get. If they do make it, I don't think they're going to make it further than 2 games.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the Niners just got way better too, which is kind of
Yeah,
terrifying.
and Christian McCaffrey's good. Christian
God, I
McCaffrey
love arguing
is
with you.
really good.
He is very, very good.
1 passing touchdown, 1 receiving touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown.
Yeah, I feel like that doesn't get enough credit, but
It
that's
doesn't.
truly incredible. Also, that's the last time that's happened since 2005. I would have thought it'd been longer. I don't know who in 2005 did it.
LT, LaDainian Tomlinson.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. That's not a name I would have guessed, but I'm actually really intrigued because of that.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's.
I have to go watch the highlight of that game now. I want to see him do it.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a little added segment in there. We cut a couple stuff a little different. We're gonna add in a little division recap. We're halfway through the season. We want to go over just 1 or 2 things from each division as of now that we're noticing standing out a little different than what we would expect. We're gonna start with the NFC North. What's something different? You know why I started here too, right?
Yeah, I
'Cause the
know.
Packers suck.
You know, I'm not loving the division right now, especially with the trades that are happening.
Yeah.
With the Bears bringing in Claypool, we have the Vikings bringing in Hawkinson.
The Bears bringing in Claypool is interesting.
It is well because like they're not a very pass oriented team.
Well, do you think Justin Fields is good enough to really like use that receiver?
that's
well?
what I'm interested to see. But
Yeah.
I'm also scared because like right now we are tied with the Bears.
Yeah.
Claypool might be that push to put the Packers 3rd in the division.
When's the last time they've been 3rd in the division? Ryan, if you can find that, that'd be great.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. I want years.
It's been a long time.
There's got to be a 2
I
in the tens place of that number.
I wish that we could have got Claypool, but the Packers aren't willing to give up that much. For
They're
him,
not.
so.
NFC East. What's surprising you?
NFC East, the Eagles are still undefeated.
Yeah, that's definitely a big one. Second, I thought the Commanders would be a little better.
I didn't think they'd be better. I'm more so surprised that 3 of the 4 teams in this division. Okay, the Giants and the Cowboys are both 6-2. The Eagles are 7-0, and the Commanders are 4-4. What is going on with that division? That used to be the toilet bowl of the NFL.
Well, I think it's also you look in the division, and there's other losing records that shouldn't be there. Like NFC South, we'll go into that next. There's not a winning team in there.
that's very true.
So it's like it balances in the division when you play interdivision matchups and stuff like that. Losses come from other places than inside your division, they come from your conference. God, the Bucks are so bad.
Yeah.
But like, I just hate Tom Brady so much. I just loathe Tom Brady for so many
I don't know,
reasons. It makes me happy, honestly.
I don't know. I don't really care about the Bucks that much anymore.
I don't
to be
really.
completely honest.
But like, you have to remember, division winners go to the playoffs.
Like,
so if the
this-
Falcons win the division, what happens?
Hold on. Like, the NFC South is the one division that I feel like I have neglected.
Yeah.
I just don't pay attention to them anymore.
Yeah, that's
they're
fair.
they're so irrelevant at this point in the NFL.
Yeah.
That there's no need to.
No, I'm with you for sure. NFC West.
NFC West. How are the Seahawks leading this division?
That's the obvious choice. My second thing, how are the Cardinals doing so bad? We expected this division to be the best in all of football, with the Seahawks, bless me, with the Seahawks sitting at maybe under 500 by a little bit.
Maybe.
Where is the offense for both the Rams and the Cardinals?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
don't
care.
know.
I think we should focus on the Niners and the Seahawks.
Yeah.
I think the Niners will take the division.
Yeah.
And the Seahawks will make a wild card run.
I think it's going to be interesting. Niners might be one of those teams where they don't take the division, but they really,
I think
they
they
really
will.
set
with,
in the playoffs.
With them just getting Christian McCaffrey, I think that they will.
Yeah, I don't know when Debo comes back either.
Yeah, well, they don't really need him at this point.
They don't, but honestly, when he comes back and then you add Trey Lance into the mix
Scary.
next year.
No, Jimmy G is better than
Hold
Trey
on.
Lance.
No.
Yes.
Because with Trey Lance, you have to pull a deep safety in.
Okay.
You have to set a one high safety.
Okay.
Trey can throw and run.
Jimmy G is a smarter passer and he's a better player.
You don't need a smarter passer when you only have one safety.
He's a seasoned veteran and he's better. He has better.
That is true.
He has a better chemistry with the entire team.
I do agree.
I think that he's playing better than Trey Lance will in the next 3 years.
I agree with all the things you're saying. I still think they'll go with Trey Lance next year, and we'll see how it kind of shakes
and
out.
I don't like
but
that,
I do
but-
agree. AFC time. AFC North, kind of expected, honestly, except the Bengals.
I'm sad about the Steelers.
I'm not. This is a rebuilding year for them. They need to kind of develop. They just traded Claypool, which is a big hit. I think they're trying to go in for the draft a little bit.
Maybe, but dude, I mean, the Bengals do not deserve to be second in this division, but
Neither do the Browns, though.
None of the teams in this division deserve to be second.
Yeah, who do you think? Yeah, exactly. So it's just kind of like, well, I guess you guys get it.
Every team in this division sucks right now except for the Ravens.
Bengals will probably be a wild card, though.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either, but it's going to happen.
They just lost to the Browns last night. Like,
Exactly.
that was
AFC South?
atrocious. AFC South.
I don't even care about the AFC South
It's
anymore.
so bad.
I want to care. So I mean, the Colts I expected to be better.
It is so
The
bad.
Jaguars are surprisingly bad.
It's not surprising.
That's fair. That's a good point. No, the start of the season we had talks of like, wow, look at the. No, never mind. I lied. They surprised me, and now they didn't.
And
AFC South is just depressing.
now
to me.
the division that I'm excited to talk about.
No,
The AFC West.
No,
Haha.
no.
Matt, what do you think about it?
The Raiders suck.
They do.
So do the Broncos. The Chargers are surprisingly bad.
Chargers aren't surprisingly bad. I think they're just having a slow season.
Yeah, but that doesn't work in the playoffs. And Justin Herbert needs to start like producing for like.
Ever since the injury, he hasn't been playing.
Wow, I really picked him as my MVP at the start of the season.
You did.
That
You
was
were-
really sad.
You were very excited about it too.
I was, and now I'm not.
The Chiefs are still looking like the Chiefs.
Yeah.
So-
AFC East is the most interesting to me though, because it's
Yeah.
very similar to the NFC East, where it's kind of like none of you should be doing that good, but you all are
The
doing
Bills.
better than
The
I think.
Bills should be doing that.
The
good.
Bills is what I expect.
The Bills should be doing
Dolphins
that
is
good.
what I expect.
The Dolphins and the Jets. I don't know. I feel like the Dolphins. Like if you had asked me at the beginning of the season, I would have put the Jets probably third in the division with the Patriots.
Yeah,
last.
no, I would have switched them. Yeah, I think the Dolphins are doing about as good as I expect. It's the Jets that are really surprising
Yeah.
me, and honestly, good for them.
with the way they've been playing this week, I don't think that they deserve that 2 spot.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the season right now. I think we're pretty happy with it. We're gonna look at some trades really quick, kind of rapid fire through them. Ryan, let's
All
get
right.
to it.
So we already talked about T.J. Hawkinson,
Yes.
but as of about half an hour ago, Calvin Ridley has been traded to the Jaguars, a suspended Calvin Ridley.
For like 2 picks, right?
It was for a 5th and a 4th round pick.
That's about all you're gonna get. That's pretty impressive. Those are good picks,
Yeah, that's
especially from the Falcons, who are gonna be pretty low.
Well,
Like,
and that one player can make a big difference.
I don't even think it's the player. I think it's the picks. I think Falcons won that for sure.
I think the Falcons won it, but the Jags really need some help.
That is true. I also think Falcons have just given
Hold on,
up.
what did Calvin really get suspended for again?
Gambling.
Yeah, I was gambling, right?
Yeah, gambling.
Okay.
Stupid.
Yeah, I know, right? Give me one more trade.
All right, probably the biggest one of the day so far would be Bradley Chubb to the Dolphins for a 1st, a 4th, and Chase Edmonds.
I think the Broncos still won that, but now our defensive line is crap. But like a 1st and a 4th. But the 1st, remember, is San Francisco's.
I think
So it's going to be a crap 4th or 1st.
I think that there was a robbery with that trade.
What, you think the Broncos got stolen?
I think the Broncos stole that trade.
Yeah, no, I think we won that for sure.
That-
Yeah, I totally agree.
You must be happy.
I a little bit, but I like Bradley Chubb, but it's whatever. Okay, let's look at week 9 really quick. Kind of
All right.
zipping around today, but it's good. Rapid fire. This Bills Jets.
Bills, I have the Bills winning 37-13.
Really, I have the Bills going 21-14. I think it's a
think-
little closer, but not by a lot.
I don't think the Jets are going to take. I think they're going to play a sloppy game like
Fair
they
enough,
did this
fair
week. And I
enough.
think the Bills are going to dominate like they have been.
I think it's one of those games where,
You just have to wait and see.
yeah, but I think the Bills will win and command the entire game, and the score won't reflect it. But I do agree. I think completely there.
All right. Seahawks Cardinals.
Yeah, 31-24 for me. I think Seahawks win 31-24. Cardinals are a failed experiment.
I have Seahawks winning 24-17.
Yeah. Rams Bucks.
Rams Bucks. I have the Rams winning 24-21.
Really, I have way low scoring.
I think that the defenses are both going to not play a great game,
Yeah,
and I think that that's going to very much reflect.
I agree. Raiders Jags. That's my last game.
Raiders Jags. I have the Raiders winning 14-7. I think both teams are going to suck this week.
Really, I have the Jags winning. I just think the Raiders suck so much.
I think both teams are going to suck this week, and it's going to be a low scoring game.
Yeah, no, I agree. What does that wrap it up?
Yeah,
I had a good week.
it was a great
It was
week.
great talking to you. It was a great week. I'm excited for next week. I'm excited to argue with you more. We have
Yeah.
some good hot takes
Yeah.
coming. I know we do. It's going to
Yeah.
be a real fun one. We're about halfway through. Looking in the back half, I think it'll be some good shows coming in. Also, look at our Twitter, guys.
Yeah,
Come on.
Come on.
Look at our Twitter.
We want to post
It's
stuff.
not a
on
big
there.
ask. Come on.
We want to post stuff on there. You guys have to
Exactly.
go there to see it.
Exactly. Mappy, Johnny. Mappy.
Matt, I love you.
Love you too, Johnny.
But summing up a very, very, very interesting week of football and some big trades, I'm Johnny and this is Matt, and you just listened to Third and Long on KCAT Radio.
This series is brought to you by Los Gatos Morning Rotary. Thank you for supporting student podcasting in support of mental health.